styles that you can try with earrings. Wearing your hijab with earrings, it really takes it up another notch. You know, you probably would look from normal, and suddenly when you put on your earring, and it's just like, wow, exclusive, and all you have all this attitude going on, you know. And it also depends on the type of earring that you're wearing. So I have 3 earrings here with me. They are not in pairs because I can't find them. Here I have a one-sided tassel kind of earring. This is gorgeous, I love it, but I can't find the other side, so I just decided to have it in this tutorial anyways. And I have this hoop. This is like a must-have, but I only have one hoop and I can't find the other one, so it's either I find the other side or I just get a brand new one. And this is my favorite fancy earring. I usually wear them when I go for events, or it's a special thing, or I just felt like being all fabulous, because it has some pearls to it. And I actually have a couple more, but they are somewhere, because I have a really bad habit of not putting my earrings back where they should be, and I end up losing them, hence why I only have one side supposed to. So most of the style that you're wearing probably can be paired with earrings. Maybe you just need to tweak some parts of, you know, maybe you pin it at the far end so that you can kind of expose your earring, and voila, you have a very sophisticated style. So it's also important the type of material that you're using, especially the type of style that I'm gonna wear right now works best on chiffon. A heavy chiffon like this one, this is a really good quality one, and it's half moon, so it's very easy for styling. I will include them in the link for you to check it out. Cotton would work okay with this as well, but then you can see later that my style, it has a lot of flowiness to it, so cotton can't provide that. So this works best on chiffon and satin. So let's go with the first style. So this first style, I've done this on my previous tutorial, I think, but this works really good with earrings. It has a very flowy look to it, and you know, it has that flap that, you know, that has your earring hidden but not hidden, you know, kind of adds some mystery to it. What you're gonna do is you're gonna have on both sides equal, okay? Here's the trick to get that flow, that cascading flow. So this is your side that you have, right? So just kind of twist it like that. Okay, so if you're wearing a half moon like me, this is your half moon. This is where your half moon is. Okay, this is the straight part. So your straight part, you just turn it like that, okay? And then kind of just drop it on your shoulder. You know, pretty much halfway through it already. So get a pin, okay? You gotta secure this with a pin. It's not gonna stay like this. But when you pin it, okay, you want your earring to be seen. So what you have to do is you have to pin this behind your ear, okay, behind your ear, so that your earring is exposed, so your earring can be seen. Okay, I would suggest to pin here as well, because you don't want your shawl to go all crazy over you, you know. I'm gonna pick this tassel earring because this design works well for if you're not like me, if you don't have the other side of the earring, because you're just gonna kind of expose only one side of your ear. You know, you can wear the other side as well, but I don't know, I just feel like it has some sort of attitude to it, you know, like it's just one side of my earring that you can see. So that's just weird. What did I just do? So yeah, you know, that's pretty much it, you know. And you have this very, you know, I spent an hour on this kind of look, you know, but it's just so easy. Look at just how nicely it drapes. It's drape. You want to achieve this. So 2 things. You can adjust your coverage here, but let me be frank, with this style you're not gonna get much coverage with this side. You can probably use your other side, which is free, to get the coverage that you want. But if you are wearing a turtleneck or loose top, you can just kind of leave this, you know, and just pin it here at the back so that it doesn't fall off. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Just look at it. Just look at how gorgeous it is. And you're done. The type of pin that I'm using. Firstly, your pin must be sharp. If it's not sharp, it's going to damage your material. When I say damage, it's pretty bad, especially on a chiffon or worse, satin. When a blunt pin goes through your fabric, it will pull the thread and it will create this kind of like a very it will create like a pulled effect on your fabric, and it's damaged. You can try to pull it back, but damage is done. It's pretty hard to recover from that. So always use a sharp pin. And sometimes your pin might be rusted, like this one. Only when I was doing this tutorial that I noticed this pin is slightly rusted. This is a culprit. When a rusted pin goes through your fabric, it will create friction and it will again create a pull. So we don't want that. So make sure your pins are sharp and it's not rusted. Alright, moving on to style number 2. Have both sides on equal, okay? Place the fabric how you want it to. Some people like it to be in front, some people like it to be slightly behind, you know, exposing your inner, but I like it right here. What you do is get a pin this here. So if this is where your ear is, okay, you pin it right behind the ear, downwards, okay? And as for the other side, same, but make sure you kind of pull, not too much, or you get a flat one. But if you like a flat one, then go ahead. I like it to be slightly loose so that it kind of creates that effortless look. If you see all my tutorials before, I am all for effortless. I don't like this very controlled. I don't like to control my shawl, you know. I like them wild, if that's even right to say. I like them to be very free and wild and kind of they have some sort of movement to it, you know, so that when you're walking and when you're turning, when you're talking, you know, so you can have that when somebody calls in, you say, yes, is that me? So when you're talking and walking and, you know, when you're moving, it has some sort of flow to it, and that kind of creates that cool elegance to it. Okay, so moving back. So what you have here is both sides pinned. Okay, so take this part, go underneath, just do that. Okay, you can keep it close to your neck or loose, up to you depending on what you're wearing. So right now I'm wearing a turtleneck, so I'm gonna let it loose a bit. And this side, okay, and a knot in the back. All right, so here you have created the space for your earring to make an appearance. So right, I'm gonna use the fancy schmancy earring. I always like to wear my earring after I wear my hijab because sometimes I just don't know what earring I want to wear. So I would just wear the hijab first and see what earring goes well with it. So yeah, this is how it looks like. This is not ideal if you are wearing a small earring, you know. For a small earring, you need to really pull back your hijab, probably a turbot or something. But for this kind of flowy look, it's always best to use a dangling chandelier, a statement kind of earring. This kind of earring would work, or a loop would work, but not the smaller one. So sometimes I've encountered this where I really love this earring and I wear it for the specific style that I like, and when I wear it, the earring kind of just goes in because it's too small. So make sure that your earring is big enough to kind of come out of your shawl if you want to wear this kind of style. If you're wearing turban and all, it shouldn't be a problem. Okay, so this is the final look of how it will look like. It's beautiful. Just love how the pearl and that nude goes together so well. It's so beautiful. Okay, so it's gorgeous. Just get it. It's so easy. I didn't even take like 2 minutes to get it done, you know. So just make sure you put a knot at the back. This is it, and this is the other side. Okay, so all you need is just 2 pins and you are good to go, girl. So for this one, we're gonna have both sides on equal as well. So put this, pull this one side, and I'm gonna pull this slightly tighter than my previous style. And I'm gonna pin it there, okay, and kind of just create a fold here. Okay, we want to achieve that. Notice how I just roll the material. That way it will keep your pleats in place. Then the other side. Pull the material right here. So you see you're creating that flow. So how I do this is you just put it right here and you put it here. So some like the flap to be up here, some like it, you know, it all depends on how your personal preference. So hold it slightly here. Okay, what I like to do is I just kind of pinch the fabric here and just put it like that. Easy. Alright, and this one you're just gonna give it a turn like how we did for our first turn, and at the back you can either tie a knot or just put a pin there. You're done. That's it. So it has a very, you notice how beautifully it falls, you know? This is how it looks on this side, and this is how it looks on the other side. Okay, so the reason why we create that roll on the first side is because you want to create this pleat and kind of hold the fabric in place. So yeah, that's about it. You're done. This is a little tip to you guys. If you are just starting out wearing hijab, or you are just trying out a chiffon shawl, don't give up when it doesn't fall in place. It took me some time to actually even try out chiffon. I was into pashminas and cotton before this when I just started out, and then slowly I moved into satin and chiffon because I felt like they were just too advanced. But as you try, as you keep practicing, as you keep playing around with the fabric, you gotta speak to it. You gotta speak to your fabric. You gotta speak to your chiffon. You gotta tell them that, girl, we gotta look good. So we gotta be in place, you know. So along the way, you will be fine, you know. Just like how I was struggling, now I'm feeling pretty okay with it. You kind of know where you should pin your fabric to get this kind of flow. You kind of know what you should do to the fabric to get this kind of pleat. So it's all about training. It's all about experimenting. So don't give up if when you try out any of the styles that I share and you feel like it doesn't work on you. Maybe it doesn't work on your shape face. It's fine. Just work along the way. Just try out on your face, try with different materials, try with different styles. Along the way, you will find what works best for you. So don't give up. Thanks so much guys for watching. If you find this video helpful, do give it a thumbs up. And if you want to learn more styles with me, do subscribe and hit the bell so that you get a notification when I upload a new video. Please keep trying, don't give up, and I hope to see you soon. Bye guys.